So, no, that's interesting. Your parents glass blowers. Were they both glass blowers?
They were both glass blowers. They met when they were in middle school, got married at 19, moved up to Atlanta, opened a glass blowing shop up there, and Six Flags Astroworld in Houston needed a glass blower. They called them up, and they moved to Houston, and that's where I'm from originally, and they've stayed there ever since. My parents really instilled in me, whenever you have a family, it is about those memories, it is about those moments, it's not about money. Because my parents could have driven Lexuses and had Coach purses, but what they did instead was they let us travel, and we went to Spain, or we would go to I think by the time I was 20, I had gone to like 17 countries. And they built family memories with us, and they built those moments because they knew that those were the things that you carry throughout the rest of your life. So I think that in itself was one of the best lessons I've learned. And because of that, because I was 18 years old and I had been to a variety of places in the United States, or we had been in trouble in different countries, I had really good speech material.
I was just wondering, your heroes, who did you particularly appreciate or look up to as you were growing up, and how has that evolved? You know, who has inspired you?
I would definitely say Nelson Mandela. I was really distraught when I heard about that news, and we kind of took it a little hard because he is a phenomenal man, and he just represents so many qualities that I appreciate in people. One of the best things that he ever said was, "Don't judge me by my success, judge me by how many times I fell and got back up." And I think that's what it's all about. And it's not about being successful, it's about continuing your journey and keep going. I've had a lot of successful people and good people around me. It's not even successful, it's quality people around me. I would say one of the people that really inspired me, or one of my heroes, was Hugh O'Brien. He started an organization called HOBie, where it's a youth leadership camp that inspires youth to be leaders in their community. I've been a part of it for 10 years, and why Hugh really inspired me is because he was the first person I saw that took something from nothing and accomplished something on such a large scale. There's HOBie camps that happen every year all around the world where thousands of youth come together to be better leaders, and it was started from one person. He shared his vision, he shared his goals, and he got buy-in, and this was 40 years later and it's still happening. So that was one of my heroes.
That's fantastic, and obviously your parents were your heroes to some extent. They've given you an eclectic outlook on life.
Yes,
You're interested in people, you're interested in places.
I think that's interesting because for me, my parents, I wouldn't necessarily, and don't take this the wrong way, I wouldn't classify them as my heroes. They're my parents. And for me, parents are above all everything. There's nothing higher than a parent for me. So it's parents and then heroes, because no matter what, like even all of my heroes, even how wonderful Nelson Mandela was, or Hugh O'Brien, or the people that I looked up to, I would never trade them for my parents. And for me, family is the most important thing. So I think it's more of an honor to say that my parents are my parents and then my heroes are my heroes.